Want a pro tip? Garlic. I have no hate to the already jarred minced garlic from the store. I get it. Busy mom, we need food on the table. But this little tip changed my cooking experience. So, come on. First, you're going to get yourself a bag of these already peeled garlic cloves. I got this at Sam's for a large bag, but I know just the grocery store has them, but there might be a little bit smaller. All right. So then what I like to do is on these cloves, obviously the ends are still on, that grosses me out. So, yep, tedious. You can skip this step if you want to, but I don't mind. And while you do that, then you're going to throw them in your food processor, blender, whatever works best for you. And I mean, some aren't that bad, so you don't have to do all of them. But well, I don't want it in my food. And that's what, I mean, whatever, to each their own. And this is tedious, but the part that's going to be time saving and bringing more flavor later, totally worth it. I was sitting here watching my Hallmark show. I had this thought. I have this big pile of garlic left over. Surely there's something I can do that would be less wasteful for that. I'm just trying to be a little more self-sustainable, less wasteful, try and do good things. So what do you guys think? What are some things that I can do with this leftover garlic? Obviously, there's compost. Garlic has an array of health benefits. I don't really know where to start with it, but what do you guys think would be a good way to utilize this so that I have literally used all of the garlic? I don't know. Does that make sense? What has worked for you? That would be helpful. Because I mean, I guess until I figure it out, I could just put this in something and freeze it until I'm ready to use it. I don't know. What have you guys done? What's worked for you? I don't know. Just what are some good ways to be resourceful with my garlic? Okay, we've got our garlic cut the way I want it, and I have this ready to go. The next thing that we're going to do is put olive oil in it. Now if you have a better idea as to what you want to do, you go for it. But you just need a little liquid, something to hold it together. But I prefer olive oil because most of my recipes call for it anyway. And I'm just going to eyeball it and stick this on. Now, if your food processor comes with these handy features, such as a removable clamp, you're so lucky. If you're also like me, our island does not have an outlet, so I will see you back in a minute. Okay. So the first thing you're gonna want to do once you're done blending this, you're gonna want your mixture to look here. It's almost like cauliflowered rice, but it's gonna have a little sticky consistency to it, so it'll hold together once you put it on the cookie sheet. But for example, this is one that before I mixed it, I just don't think there was enough incorporation to it. This was after I mixed it. So they do hold together better if you mix them. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're just going to cookie scoop all of these on to this baking sheet on parchment paper. And then you're going to stick them in the freezer for about 6 hours. And then I'm going to show you how we bag them up and use them. Okay, so that big bag of garlic got me 52 of these little garlic mounds that I'm going to go put in the freezer for about 6 hours, plus some leftover that I'm going to use to make tonight's supper. So I call that a win, and we'll meet you back here when we dish them up. Okay. So I just grabbed these out of the freezer, and it ended up being the next day now. We just got busy last night and it didn't happen. So now I'm going to show you how we save these. With these bags, I like to use my little bag stands. If you guys don't have these, I would highly recommend them. They store really well, and you can do all kinds of sizes in your bags, but they hold them open for you. I use this during my freezer meals, but we are going to double bag these because garlic can be a lot. So go ahead and put 2 bags up. And then you're just going to pop these in your bags. I don't have trouble with them sticking together in the freezer. They come out nicely just if you want to grab one out. So bag these up. And sometimes what I'll do, because we have 3 freezers in the basement, and I don't know, I like going down to the basement, but I don't have as much room up here in the kitchen fridge. So I will also double bag quart bags and stick them up here, but I do have some left over from my last batch. So I don't need them up here quite yet. But so I'll stick all these in here. And what I like to do too is I also save one out. So what I'm going to do if I'm taking these out of the freezer to use, I will stick them in this little glass bowl. And sometimes I would say this is probably 3 to 4 cloves, give or take, and sometimes that's too much. I know measure with your heart because I love garlic, but sometimes it's just too much. So what I will do, you can even cut these easily frozen. So if I only need a half, you can just cut it in half and then let that sit on the counter until you're ready for it, and then pop the rest of that back in the fridge. I leave them in there. I really don't have a time frame. I'd say 2 weeks. I leave it in there and use it when I need it, pop another one out, and there you have fresh garlic. So I hope this helped you guys. If you have any other tips or tricks that you think would benefit me, I'm all ears. I'm always in for easy hacks. So that's all I have for right now, but thank you guys. Hopefully this helped.